Me llamo Tommy G. Estoy en Chicago.
Tommy G. You know, I watched every Tommy G video. You know, I'm back. This is Chicago's massive migrant crisis. Let's watch our documentary. Let's learn something new for the week. You know, shout out Tommy G. It's the YouTube historian, the YouTube archaeologist. I don't know. I don't know what they call it.
Get in their stories. Enjoy this journey.
Documenter? Is that the word for it? Documenter. I'm chatting.
To understand Chicago's migrant crisis, let's first start by covering what has been going on in the country responsible for most of the migrants, Venezuela. For years, Venezuela has been suffering from hyperinflation. It began in the 1980s.
Oh, what that is say? 946%.
Venezuela has been suffering.
It went up 1,000% in 1 year. How is that possible?
From hyperinflation. It began in the 1980s with double-digit inflation, and in 2019, the Central Bank of Venezuela estimates
their dollars is worth what? 1 penny?
%. Among the list of
what are their dollars worth?
Happen is rampant government corruption and extreme amounts of money printing. This has resulted in massive shortages of food, medicine, and access to electricity. So, in order to survive, millions of Venezuelans have resorted to fleeing to other countries for a chance at a better life. Places like Colombia, Panama, Peru, and the United States. To get to the United States, migrants have to brave the Darien Gap, where they not only have to contend with snake bites.
Hey, that's my name.
Migrants
you saw that?
have to brave the Darien Gap.
The Darien Gap. It's spelled the same exact way too. That's crazy. Hey, shout out to the Venezuelans though for doing all this, bro. They got all camping gear, they got tents, they got all types of shit. It's not funny. It's not like chill. It's not funny.
They have to contend with snake bites and drowning, but also armed paramilitary groups that prey on migrants. Then they have to pass through the Panamanian jungle on foot and have to survive going through Mexico, where they may be robbed and beaten by both Mexican police and cartel affiliates. And finally, they make it to the U.S. And in places like Texas, government officials have decided to bus migrants to sanctuary cities like New York and Chicago to deal with the issue. Today, we go into the migrant camps.
So they arrest them. They arrest them when they cross the border, then take them to New York. Like what?
Let's begin.
Take it to Chicago? That's crazy. So basically, like, they just trying to cross the border. Basically, that's what I'm getting so far.
So we're downtown Chicago. This is the nice, fancy area of the downtown. But hidden in plain sight is actually the hotel that's hosting the most migrants across the whole city. There are about 1,500 migrants in the Inn of Chicago, and that's going to be our first stop of the day.
The Inn of Chicago.
This story and
they let them stay there for free?
With this migrant crisis that's hitting the country. This is something that a lot of American cities are going to have to contend with. Chicago and New York are in emergency situations. Their budgets are going crazy. They're going to be heavily in debt because of this crisis. We're going to have to figure out how we want to operate as a country. More than 17,000 migrants are currently calling Chicago home and are being housed in places like the O'Hare Airport, police stations, universities, and other temporary shelters, which leads some Chicago.
Like, what are they doing? Like,
why they aren't helping Chicago's homeless in the same way that they're helping Chicago's migrants.
Oh, okay, so they just let them stay there.
A migrant is a person that is here on temporary work. I don't even know if the word migrant is the appropriate term for these Venezuelan folks.
So they all got jobs?
¿Qué está ocurrido en Venezuela?
La situación económica, para la familia no hay nada.
¿Fue difícil encontrar un trabajo en Venezuela?
Muy difícil conseguir trabajo en Venezuela.
¿Qué fue tu trabajo antes de la crisis?
Construcción.
¿Qué es tu experiencia en América ahora?
Tengo un poco de haber llegado.
Construction workers.
¿Cuántos días está en?
Bro, Hispanics dudes be strong as hell though. Like I don't get why, but like Hispanic dudes are like naturally strong. Like not even dudes, like the women too, bro. They are like strong as hell. Like it's like something like in their genes or something, bro. But they naturally just like I don't know. Like they can look skinny, but they really like got it for real. I don't know what it be, bro. It'd be crazy.
Para poder estar aquí legalmente y conseguir un buen trabajo.
Señor, ¿quieres compartir tu cuenta? Dígame sobre tu viaje aquí.
Vamos en el tren, pasando la selva.
¿Conoces la bestia?
Sheesh.
La bestia, claro. Los más
Is train hopping like a Divergent?
Reynosa, le quitan la cantidad de dinero, te Te quitan los niños.
The El Cartel or La Policía.
Both.
Los carteles.
Sientes más tranquilo ahora.
The cartel really run Mexico, though, no Cali. They run Mexico more than the police run Mexico. Shit's sad. El Chopper run the city. He run the whole country.
¿Por qué viajas aquí a Estados Unidos?
Vengo de Colombia. Colombia se está poniendo igual que Venezuela.
Similar
No
to
tenía trabajo.
I did not
Todo
work
se está
with
poniendo caro. No se consigue
find
trabajo.
work.
¿Haces la viaje a la bestia?
Sí, claro.
¿Con tu hija?
Con mi hija. 3 días viajando en la bestia con mi hija.
Man, is his daughter in a wheelchair?
Con mi hija.
Damn, bro, that's fucked up. I feel bad. That's fucked up.
¿Piensas sobre
Look like she in a wheelchair or something. I don't know if I'm tripping.
Gracias a Dios, todo bien.
Are you a local Chicagoan?
I am not. I am from about an hour away.
Should we continue to be sanctuary cities, or should we say, hey, enough is enough?
We should continue to be a sanctuary city, and instead of complaining about the symptoms of why we have people coming in and what a strain it is on our systems, our resources, our communication, our transportation, we should help the antecedent issues with it. One, help the people.
Hey, I know the cameraman say he walking backwards on the sidewalk and go hit a pole.
Find a way to
Back his
assimilate
head.
society, not just coming into the larger cities, but also into different parts of the U.S. and even other countries too.
The biggest holder of the migrants in the city is just down the street. How is it impacting the city right now?
I have some friends who some of the migrants are staying next door to them. They're struggling with.
The fuck?
City right now.
I have some friends who's
What is she doing?
some of the migrants are staying next door to them.
Oh, she tried to troll, put the bunny ears on top of his head. Like, I was like, what is she doing?
One day it's empty building, next day there's a community there, and they're complaining about the noise, they're complaining about some of the behavior. Kind of it's a tough situation because you feel sorry for individuals who are trying to make a better life for themselves. So it's like no one's fault, but then it's not a good situation for anybody. This country has a homeless issue. Now you can build tents and find places for people that wasn't here 2 weeks ago. What's this issue that you got homelessness in this country that you can't find money to do?
It looks like they're putting them up in like the fancy hotels too. That's what I thought was kind of interesting. It's not like they're putting people in the Super 8 motel.
Well, it's not premier. The location is, but it's like what's available. That was a hotel that's empty, so it's.
It was like an
I
abandoned.
know that of the projected.
They gotta fall cooped up in an abandoned hotel. I mean, that's a good way to use the abandoned building. Yeah.
Do you think there's gonna be more awareness or protest in Chicago? Because I see some communities that are fiercely against it.
For them to just sit up here with this crap and we're supposed to listen to it.
I'm the deputy mayor for Immigrant, Migrant, and Refugee Rights.
These decisions need to be brought to the community.
How can you come into a community and dump people in our community? This is not fair.
It's going to destroy our business.
Not fair.
It's going to destroy our hopes and dreams.
I mean, how will it destroy your business? I mean, I guess if your restaurant's directly right next to it, I mean, I guess, but it's, yeah, they still go to hood spots everywhere. If like the food, if your product good, no matter where it's at, bro. So I don't get how it destroys your business. I guess.
Continue to be a sanctuary city. And
so guys, I think I misspoke. I looked up Chicago residents happy about the migrant shelter and could only find protest videos. So looks like no one actually in the city is happy about it.
That's tough.
That's a lot. Where was that before? Why is this migrant thing all of a sudden money is falling out of the tree?
Obviously, there's a crisis at the border.
That is true though. Like, why are they helping the migrants, but they're not helping the people that are just like
Governor Abbott doing that
regularly homeless? Like, you feel me? Like, they might as well give them the same
I
treatment.
want you to feel the pain that I'm feeling, right? I understand that, but it seems like that he's trying to make it difficult for you versus turn into a more political statement to show you up versus trying to really be helpful.
Do you think Chicago should continue to be a sanctuary city, I should say?
I think it has to be. I run the Chicago Marathon every year, and we talk about, oh, you run through all these different ethnic neighborhoods. So one minute we're saying we didn't take international city.
And next to whatever people move in, they're like, nah, get them out. I feel what he's saying though. America supposed to be the place that welcomes anybody, even if they're like once people come in, they like say they like hell no. No, it's backwards.
De gobierno. ¿Piensa que Maduro gana la elección o no?
No, ellos son los que llevan el control de todo, de máquinas las controlan ellos, es la única forma que puedan ganar.
¿Qué es tu sueño de un trabajo?
Tener un trabajo estable y estar bien aquí.
¿Tú compras este coche en Estados Unidos?
His dream is just to get a stable job. That's it.
Aquí en Estados Unidos tú trabajas y tienes todo, carro.
They really be living off like fumes out in
Un poco peligroso.
like South American countries, bro.
Sí, robaron.
El catalizador.
Sí, también robaron.
Man, we got robbed.
Escucho que fue robaron.
Se llevaron el catalizador. El carro estaba parado allá frente a la escuela, se metieron y cortaron.
¿Cómo es tu experiencia en Estados Unidos ahora?
Es un país muy bueno, estable.
¿Qué piensas sobre socialistas y comunistas?
Socialismo resulta ser como un cáncer.
Hey, Tommy G's Spanish, I should be going nuts though. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't think I know Spanish. Yeah, jack of all trades.
Oh, some of the guys invited us in. I don't know. Chicago is really cutting down on access here. I get it. Me gusta tu Jordans. ¿Cuántas semanas está aquí?
Why you say you like his Jordan, bro? He got some Spike Lee fusions on.
Tu experiencia en Estados Unidos.
Why you trolling him?
Experiencia buena.
Hay algunas personas que están enojados. Ellos dicen, hey, hay personas sin casa que están americanos, veterans de guerreros que no reciben dinero o casas y ellos ven hombres de Venezuela reciben cuartos y más y ellos están enojados. ¿Qué piensas sobre esto?
Solo se ve aquí lo superficial, pero por dentro no saben cómo es por dentro. En un
Sheesh.
cuarto vemos 30, 20 personas.
Man, they got him in there like an orphanage. That's crazy. Yeah, I'd rather be in that room when laying on the bed than outside though. I'd rather be in there than outside.
¿Qué estás cocinando?
Pequeños.
Muy rico y sabroso.
Sabroso.
¿Disfruta tu vida en Estados Unidos?
Sí, trabajando para la familia.
I do love Bussy. Some Hispanic cuisine.
Muchas gracias por la comida, muy sabroso. El señor más guapo en todo de Chicago aquí, ¿eh? ¿Cómo es vida en Chicago?
I thought he had some Dutchess in his hand. I thought he had a pack of Dutchess. That's his razors. He cutting a nigga outside.
Corte, 40, 35.
$40. He tried tax. He tried 25.
No necesito.
He changed the price. Why he got two different prices? He trying to come up.
No, aquí, pero aquí sí. Mi esposa dice que es un salva aquí.
My wife says a jungle. That's funny. Hey.
Para la película, puedes mudar tu booty como esto. ¿Conoces twerk?
Twerking, yes, but no.
¿Eres un cocinera?
Sí.
Para vivir
What she be making?
¿Cuántos dólares por día necesita?
20 la hora, sería bueno.
Tiene un buen día, okay? Guys, this has been very interesting to see. I mean, these people are making the best of their situation.
He's about to give her some bread for the day and shit. He probably did off camera, but like, talking 20 per hour. Man, if about how much I need for a day? Shit, 2,000. Yeah, that's what he talk. Let me get 2,000 off.
Situation. They're making do. They're cooking in the park. They're building community, and they're doing the best they can. So you can't really fault the Venezuelans. We would do the same exact thing in their shoes. And literally everyone we've talked to, all they want to do is be able to work. That's all anyone ever said. No one said, I want a Lamborghini, I want a mansion. Let's continue this journey. Well, Chicago welcomed me. How much is this ticket gonna be? $75 ticket.
$75? That's tough. That's at 25. He probably can wipe his booty cheeks with $75. I ain't gonna cap. I'm
And just a block away, we
about
got
to pocket watch Tommy G. I'm about to see how much money he get. I'm about to look it up on Social Blade.
For the residents, but it's like there's no order over here.
Some people are upset because they're saying, you know what, there's a lot of Americans here that need help. We have some really tough neighborhoods, we have veterans, we have homeless that we're not really taking care of. But hey, brand new people that just got here from Venezuela, put them up in a hotel, put them up here. What are your thoughts on that?
I work for the Department of Children and Family Services, and I see the homeless crisis happening in Chicago. In the wintertime, we're passing out blankets, but not trying to get into a heated place. I believe that the funds that's been spent for the migrants should have been spent for the residents here.
That's what I thought, bro. Like,
so they say
they should have been trying to help the homeless that's already there instead of helping the. I mean, you can help both. It's it.
The taxpayers.
Yeah.
I don't know.
One thing, I didn't support Trump, but I did support he wasn't bringing over more to the United States of America.
Should Chicago remain a sanctuary city?
I think that we should remain a sanctuary city under certain terms and laws, but not just busing 15,000 people over a day or no place to put them.
I get what he's saying, man.
Venezuelan crisis
You
impacted
think on O Block? What the fuck? Where is this nigga at?
your life. They're right over there. There's hundreds of them. How is that impact?
Anybody come into your house and say with you?
Who the? Why it sound like he smoked 90 cigarettes a day? Yeah, Tommy, get out of there, bro. Get out. Get out, bro. This is the thumb dog. This nigga really, he's trying to yoke this nigga up. This is like,
what they're doing?
I'm right here. It's cool if you knew me, right?
Yeah.
But you don't know me.
Tommy probably slammed this nigga on his head.
Do you think Chicago?
He's like, yeah, get your hand off.
City?
Oh, it always is a sanctuary city.
Do you want more people?
Oh, he's just trolling. Like what?
Is you staying? Whatever
He on,
you paying.
he on a drug
You
use.
see the Chicago government
Off the
handing out
Murex.
tons of money, hundreds of millions of dollars to the migrants, but then we have our homeless, we have our tough neighborhoods, we have our veterans. Where does that make you feel?
Where the money going?
Just down the street, there's hundreds
He trolled.
across the city, there's thousands of migrants. How has it impacted your life as a Chicago resident?
It hasn't affected me though. I don't have no problem with it, you know.
Are you glad that Chicago is a sanctuary city?
Yeah.
So Governor Abbott from Texas, he's been sending migrants that arrive there. He's been sending 40 or 50 of them at a time in a bus, and now it's built up to thousands of migrants. What is your message if you could talk to Governor Abbott?
What you do for others, you should do for everybody. I believe that everybody needs help.
The next president runs goes on a platform of closing down our borders. Would doing that make you want to vote for him?
Nah, that wouldn't make me vote for him though.
All right, folks, we brought you an inside look to the Chicago migrant crisis. Thank you for watching, and as always, love you. See you next.
All right, man. Shout out to Tommy, man. You know, actually, Chicago actually is like my hometown. I live in Ohio, but you know, I was born in Chicago, so this is good to know about. You know, like that's why I rock with Tommy because he always teach me some new stuff. But yeah, man. Anyways, I'm out. Shout out to Tommy. Thank you for watching the video. If you watched it this far, comment. Big dogs gotta eat, and go like Tommy's video. Anyways, bro. Deuce.